Yo, what's up guys, Chang Gang here. Welcome back to yet another another brand new episode of our brand new, well, I guess it could be a brand new series, Pokemon tier list. And in this series, you guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to rank, or well, at least in this video, we're going to rank the starter mons. And in other videos we could do, you know, generations, what's the best, all that kind of stuff. But in this one, we're going to do starter mons from each generation. Even Gen 8 is on here, and I'm excited about that. And I know you guys are probably too. But yo, if you guys are ready for this, and guys, please let me know your tier list as well. You can go on tiermaker.com and create your own. It's pretty cool. This is just one I found on here, so I'm sure you guys could do it as well. But yeah, go ahead and do that. Make sure to like, subscribe, join the Chang Gang today, and comment and let me know your tiers and where I could see them, because you could even tweet them at me and stuff too. It's pretty cool. It lets you download it at the end. But without further ado, I'm gonna get on into this, so let's do it. So S tier, A plus, A, B, C, D, and E. Those are all the lists here. I think we'll go by generation just to keep it, you know, to keep us sane a little bit here. I'm just gonna try to make it so we can see all of them. Okay, so with Gen 1, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go with, alright, so Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. Charmander. He is the Pokemon that, since I was 5 years old, I thought was fucking cool, dude. Like, I thought he was awesome. I mean, he's a little salamander with a fire on his tail. I mean, and then his evolution is just crazy. His line is awesome, especially watching him in the anime. Always loved Charmander. I was a little sad when he evolved into Charmeleon, but then I was like, damn, this Charmeleon's badass. And then obviously Charizard is freaking lit. So Charizard, Charmander, you know, we got them all, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put him S tier. Next up, we got Bulbasaur and Squirtle. I'll go with Squirtle here. So Squirtle's that one, okay? He's always the one that I was like, oh, man, if I'm ever gonna pick anything but Charmander, it's gonna be Squirtle. Nothing against Bulbasaur, but Squirtle was just so cool. And then when I, you know, obviously learned his evolution line, Blastoise is freaking phenomenal, dude. I mean, it hits so hard. And dude, he's a turtle with cannons on his back. I mean, that's insane. I mean, that's just awesome, man. I don't know who at Game Freak thought of that design, but props to you. But then you thought of Voltorb and being a Pokeball, whatever. But never mind that. But Squirtle is very cool. But again, I can't quite put him S tier just because I would never pick him over Charmander. So I'll put him A plus. He's definitely good. And then Bulbasaur is just, he's A. I mean, again, Bulbasaur, if I'm playing a randomized Nuzlocke, I encounter a Bulbasaur, I'm going to be thrilled. Alright? But at the end of the day, if I had to pick between him and the other two, it would always be Bulbasaur third. And it's nothing against Bulbasaur. It's not that he sucks, because he is an awesome Pokemon, but he's just not as awesome as these two, which leads me to say he's A tier. I mean, if I thought he was shit, he'd be down here. So he's very good. Alright, so next up, we'll go Generation 2. Now, I'm going to go and start off with Chikorita here. Now, I know there's a lot of you in the comment section that are like, oh my god, Chikorita's shit. But I will say this for Chikorita, I do think Meganium is very underrated. And why do people text me when I'm doing videos? They don't like me any other time. But Chikorita, I think Meganium is very underrated. I get that in Gen 2, the other two are just far superior evolution lines and whatever, but I always like Chikorita. I don't know what it is. It's one of those things. And these are not based off stats. I'm not putting these based off my feelings about them statistically or how good a Pokemon they. It's just how I feel about them. So with Chikorita, I'd probably put it B tier. I just like Chikorita. I know that it's not phenomenal in any sense when it comes to battling or throughout a game or whatever. I know in Gen 2, it's definitely not that viable. But I do like Chikorita, and I'm going to put it in B tier for that reason. Next up, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go with Totodile. Now, Totodile is... I don't even know, man. Looking at this thing makes me smile. I mean, look at his little teeth and his little feet. In the anime, he always danced and everything. I love that. I mean, I was a big fan of the anime as a kid. I still like it. But it's like, on Totodile, little crocodile that does, you know, shoots water gun and everything like that, and he's just so cool, man. I love Totodile. Feraligator's a fucking monster, dude. Like, it is an awesome Pokemon. But Totodile, I'm gonna put him here next to Squirtle. I can't quite put him in S tier because he wasn't the Pokemon that I always would pick. because my favorite is this guy right here. Look at Cyndaquil, it's so cute. He's so freaking adorable, dude. Like, look at him. He's got a little fire on his back, a little smile, like with the eye. Yo, he is just awesome, man. He is just so awesome. I know I'm getting this rep here of I'm a fire type lover with the starters, and for some of them I am, but these two, I mean, they're just awesome to me. I always thought they were so cute. I always pick them first, and I love Typhlosion. Now, Typhlosion is not usually a starter mon that everybody's, you know, like, loves. I mean, they like Typhlosion, but I love Typhlosion, dude. So that's S tier for Cyndaquil. So next up, we're gonna go with our last. But, no, oh no, I already did Gen 2. Okay, so that's the Gen 2s right there. So now we're going to go up to Gen 3 here. So we got Torchic, Trico, and Mudkip. Now, I'll go Mudkip here. Mudkip's a weird one for me. It's grown on me the last couple of years. I never liked Mudkip initially. I didn't hate it, but I never loved it. I never thought it was that great. I was never a big fan of Marshtomp. I think Marshtomp is probably the dumbest second evolution of all the starter mons. In my opinion, now these are my opinions, so don't get mad at me. Again, who am I? You know, just like, don't get mad at me. All right, so but yeah, it was just kind of derpy looking to me, so I was always like, I don't want that. And I think, you know, it's just one of those mons, man. It's just one of those mons that over the last couple of years I've been like, man, I really like Mudkip. It's very cool. Swampert's pretty cool too. So I would say, just because of how I used to feel, I would probably put it in the D range, how I used to feel. It's probably in the B. I think it's with Chikorita in that sense where, like, the difference is I think Chikorita's cuter, and I like it for that reason, but I do think, obviously, Swampert's more viable than Meganium, so it just kind of goes down that road. It's weird, and I know that I said these aren't based off stats, but at the same time, it's like I still take into account when I like some mons how viable they are. Some of them I don't really care that much if they're viable, some I do. Just so Mudkip's B. Mudkip is pretty cute. It's not a bad mon by any sense. So Torchic. Now Torchic I'll put next to Bulbasaur. Gen 3 starters in general, I was never huge on at first, but Torchic I used to pick quite a bit, and then when I saw him evolve into Blaziken, man, oh my god. But then Torchic, I started watching the anime. Obviously, I got into the Hole-in-One a little bit later, and I love Torchic. Mace Torchic was freaking awesome. It was adorable, it was really funny, and it was fun to watch, and I really was kind of sad when it evolved, honestly, because I really liked it as a Torchic. Again, the second evolution, Combusken's okay. I don't hate it. I like it more than Marshtomp, but it's okay. And then obviously Blaziken's lit. But again, Torchic is one of those Pokemon. It's good. I mean, I'm not gonna be upset if I run into it. Trust me. It's like, and again, if I ever run into it, like actually we did yesterday, in our Volt White playthrough, I ran into a Torchic after I encountered something else in a cave, and I was bummed because Torchic would have been awesome. But it is what it is. And next up, we've got our boy Trico. Now, Trico is right here with Torchic. I was always 50-50 on both of them. Trico, there we go. Trico was very cool to me. I liked him. I really like him in the anime. Very cool in the anime, Ashes. And he's just, you know, it's one of those mons I picked just because initially I was never sure which of the three I liked the best, so I was just like, okay, he's green, it's different. I never use grass type starter typically, and I gotta be honest, I really liked how he did. Grovyle was pretty cool, and then, you know, obviously his final evolution as well. Yeah, but it was just, he's cool mon. I really like him. And, yeah, I mean, I don't have any complaints. I really don't have any complaints about Gen 3 other than I didn't love it as much as the other two. But it is what it is. It's all good. So next up, we'll go to Gen 4 here. Where's the Gen 4? So now we got Piplup, we got Chimchar, and we got Turtwig. Now, Piplup, I gotta be honest. I did it for you. Ow. So Piplup is it's one of those mons. You know, I know he was a starter. I know that his final evolution's pretty cool. But at the end of the day, I mean, Empoleon's cool. Yeah, But at the end of the day, I was never thrilled with it. I never wanted it. It was one of those mons, because I got into Gen 4 kind of late, to be honest with you guys. I really did. And I never had that connection to Piplup. I just didn't. He's cute in the anime. I like Dawn's Piplup. But at the same time, I just never was thrilled with it. It's got an okay typing. I mean, it's water. You know, it goes into water steel, which is pretty cool. But, I don't know. I don't have much to say about it. I just don't have a nostalgic connection to it, I guess. So I guess that could kind of hurt it. And yeah, I mean, but that's the funny thing, because I don't have a nostalgic connection to Chimchar, and I'd probably put him right here. I love Chimchar, and the anime really makes him so much cooler than he probably is, because in the anime, they get, like, Paul is Ash's rival in the anime. He has a Chimchar, he ends up abandoning it, Ash cares for it, and then Chimchar just, you know, Monferno and Fernape, freaking lit evolution line, dude. But so cool. And fire-type starters, I know I'm getting this reputation here because they're towards the top, and yes, for the most part, in general, they're a lot cooler. For the most part, notice I said for the most part. There's gonna be, okay, we'll just wait. But yeah, I just love Chimchar. I mean, he's pretty cool. He's a fire monkey, dude. I mean, what else could you want? I mean, what Game Freak? Yes, I applaud you. Okay, so now we got those two, and now we've got our boy Turtwig. Now Turtwig, again, I don't have much connection to. I do like that it's similar to Bulbasaur, but to me that's kind of where it is. It's just similar to Bulbasaur. Torterra is very similar to Venusaur, in my opinion. I mean, the typings, I guess, are different, but other than that, I don't think it was that well thought out, and that's kind of my problem with it. And I like Bulbasaur, so I kind of like Turtwig. I don't hate it. In the anime, it kind of acted similar to Ash's Bulbasaur when Ash got a Turtwig. I guess it was very loyal to him, whatever, those things. And it was cool. I mean, it was cool. I do think it's a cool design. I really do like his design and his final evolution. I do. So now we'll go to Gen 5, and this is where it gets a little bit hairy, because Gen 5, not gonna lie to you guys, I've never actually played all the way through Gen 5, so I don't have too much attachment to any of these. I have watched the anime for it. I did, you know, I know Chespin, I know, oh my god, the Tepig, thank you. I almost didn't remember its name. I suck. Oh wait, no, Chespin's Gen 6, what the hell are you doing? Okay, so, okay. Let's get this figured out. Snivy, Tepig, and the water one is Oshawott. Okay, so let's start with Tepig. Tepig is the fire one that I was pretty much referring to the most. I don't have any connection to it, man. I think its entire evolution line is just so... I don't love it. I mean, I know there's some of you out there that probably do, and I'm not trying to kill Tepig here, but to me, it's just irrelevant, man. And that's the worst thing you can be as a Pokemon. Like, Tepig, I actually forgot its name. That's a problem. And when it's a Startermon, like, it's not like it's like Oddish. It's Tepig. It's a Startermon. It should have some kind of value to me. And its final evolution does. I can't even think of the name of it, but it is pretty good. Embor, or whatever it is. And then, so that's just where I'm at with Tepig, and it's not to hate on it, it's just I never had a personal connection. Maybe if I did, maybe if I was younger when I played the game, I'd be like, oh yeah, but to me it's like, Oshawott is going up here. Oshawott in the anime is fucking hilarious, dude. I loved him, I love the way he uses his shout. You know what? Fuck it, dude, you're going to S tier. You are going to S tier, stay next to, don't do that. You're going back to, now you're going to A tier. No, I'm just kidding. But Oshawott is so awesome in the anime. He's got a great evolution line. I really love Oshawott. I think it's so cool. Oshawott, you know, he just, it's one of the, it's water, it turns in water fighting. I love Samurott. Samurott's freaking awesome, dude. And Duat's pretty cool too. It reminds me more of the Charmander line than anything, because I like the middle evolution's kind of that angsty, like Charmeleon type, where it's like, I hate everybody, and then it's like evolves into something that's just majestic and awesome. But yeah, that's just where I am with Oshawott. He's pretty cool. So don't say I don't have love for the later gens. I like Gen 5's Oshawott. I really do. And I don't even have a connection to him. So maybe if I played the game, he might be my favorite Pokemon or starter mon. But he's on that tier list. I can't quite say who out of that yet. So next up, we're into Gen 6 already. Good lord. Oh my gosh, man. Alright, so Gen 6. I remember when this was the new game, dude. I'm getting old. Let's see. I remember when they all were the new games, actually. But Gen 6, like when I was starting YouTube. So let's see. So we got Froakie. We've got... Wait, no, I didn't do Snivy. I'm sorry. Snivy. I'm just so... I'm so anxious to get to Gen 6. Because I do like Gen 6 pretty good, too. So Snivy, not gonna lie, I hated when it beat Ash in the anime. I thought it was so just... Come on, writers. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? I know you're trying to give that other character some, like, oh, he's a good trainer, like, for beating Ash's Pikachu with a Snivy. But the Snivy, he just got the Snivy. How did it do it? I don't know. So, but then it grew on me in the anime. I love Serperior. Serperior is a very cool Pokemon, so I'd probably put him in A tier as well. I got 3 grass in the A tier. That's the thing about grass types. They're never my favorite, but they're very good. Typically. They're typically very good, for me. Anyway, let's see how they're in the A and B tier. So, like, the Snivy, the moveset, once you get it, and I've used it in competitive before, and I've loved it. Even as a Snivy, if you do like Little Cup or something, it's very good. And it's just a cool mon. I like the design. I like how it's got kind of that like don't mess with me attitude. I kind of like that. I like the way they went with that the direction they went with it. So Gen 6 now. Let's see. So now we got Rowlet. We got Rowlet's Gen 7. What am I saying? So we got Froakie. Hello. There we go. We got Fennekin, Froakie, Fennekin, and we also have where's the other one? Froakie, Fennekin. Am I just not seeing it? Chespin. There we go. Alright, so Chespin. Chespin is interesting. He is very interesting. In the games, not gonna lie, I've never picked him for Gen 6. Never picked him. I do not love his final evolution. I think the evolution line's a little bit... I mean, the second one's like a ball, if I remember correctly. And the third one is kind of cool. It's got spikes on the shell, whatever. But for me, I would probably put Chespin... I'd probably put him C tier. I do like him in the anime. I like him by himself enough. I don't think he's the greatest mon. I wouldn't hate to have a Chespin. Don't get me wrong. I would not hate to have it. I think it's a cool... Like, it's a decently cool design. I'm not really sure what the hell he is, but... But it's a decently cool design. He never grew on me the way I thought he would. Because at first when I saw him, I was like, okay, this thing has potential. But I just never kind of had that feeling of, you know how, like, with Charmander, like, you just know. You know that, yes, that's mine. Or the one you love. Whoever that starter is, you just know right away. I love that thing. With Chespin, I was like, oh, maybe I could. And then I saw the other two, and I was like, you know, because when they did the reveal, you know. So next up, we got Froakie, and Froakie is just gonna be... He's gonna be A+. He's gonna be A+. His line, don't get me wrong, it's phenomenal. You know what? No. You're going S tier, bro. His line is phenomenal. I love the Froakie line. Frogadier, and then, obviously, oh my god. Why can't I think of it? Oh my god. Greninja. There we go. I was gonna be like, dude, come on. Alright, but Froakie's line is insane. Froakie by himself, so cute, dude. He is adorable. I've never had a Froakie plush, by the way, which I don't know why. I haven't bought a plush in like 3 years, but still, Froakie is awesome and very cool. And I'm definitely love the bubbles around his neck. I always thought that was a cool idea, man. I really, it's like that moment I talked about. As soon as I saw Froakie, I was like, that's it. That's my guy right there. I love Froakie. Alright, so next up, we got, and he's a frog. I love frogs. I don't know why. And then we got Fennekin. Fennekin. Yes, Fennekin. What am I saying? Okay, so Fennekin, again, it's like Chespin. I never had a growth, and to be honest, I kind of like Chespin more. Now that I think about it, I kind of like Chespin more, and I also like Piplup more. So I gotta put Fennekin there. It's just that line, and that line has some potential. And maybe if I use Fennekin, I will like it. I have to give myself the chance to use it. The line is pretty cool looking. But with Fennekin, it's a fox, it's fire, and usually I like that combination. But I feel like it's kind of similar to other mons that we've seen before. And to me, like the end of the line, is a lot different. But just to me, he was a fire fox, cool, you know, it's fine. I kind of have that with Vulpix, to be honest. And it's just never one that appealed to me. Like, I'd probably use Chespin before I would use that. And next up, we got Gen 7. Now, Gen 7, I gotta be honest, man, underrated. Underrated starter mons. I think the problem is, for Gen 7, it's only been out a couple of years, and we're already on a Gen 8. Like, Gen 7 didn't have that time that some of the others did. Like, you know, they had a couple of years. That was their leeway. So I don't know if that gave a lot of people time to connect to these as much, but watching the anime and playing through the games, Gen 7 games, I'm not gonna lie, not my favorite, but Rowlet, dude, he is right at the top of the list for me. I love Rowlet. He is freaking awesome. Ever since I saw him in the reveal video with his bow tie, dude, God, I lost my mind. I was like, dude, a grass owl Pokemon. Look at his eyes, dude. Oh my God, he's so cute. And not only that, dude, in the anime, if you guys watch Sun and Moon, and I gotta be honest, you gotta be ready for a different experience. It's not like the other series in the anime where it's about gym badges and all that. At least not at first. I don't know if it'll turn into that. I don't know. But Rowlet is hilarious, dude. He is so funny. He sleeps like half the time in the anime, and then when he's awake, he's just causing shit, and it's so funny, dude. Yeah, it's just, he is an awesome character, an awesome mon, such a cool design. I mean, I have no flaws with Rowlet. I just don't. And his evolution line is great. I love his evolution line. Maybe not as much as like Charmander's, but I do like it. I do think it's very good. Next up, we'll go, so Litten and Popplio are the other two Gen 7s. So for Litten, now I gotta be honest here. I'm gonna put it A tier, and that's one of those things where I had a cat. My cat reminded me so much of Litten. I had a little black cat. She passed away. Sad. So, you know, but Litten always reminded me of it because she always had that look on her face like, don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. And I love that about Litten. And Litten's evolution line is pretty cool, dude. I mean, I don't have much more than that personal attachment. I haven't really picked Litten. I was going to because of that, but then I just didn't. I picked Rowlet. But Litten is pretty cool, and it's a black cat. It's pretty basic, honestly. Like, if I didn't have that connection, maybe it wouldn't be that high, but it is. And then Popplio is also, I think the Gen 7 starters are very good. I really do. Like, to have them 2 A's and an S tier, that's it. What if I have ASS? Okay, I'm sorry, Popplio, I don't love you that much. But you'll stay in the A tier. Popplio is very cool. I like him in the anime as well. He kind of reminds me of like he's the one. He's like the redheaded stepchild. Like, unfortunately, he doesn't get the love that he deserves. It makes me sad, but it's just a fact of the matter. He's pretty cool. I think he's adorable. I think he's a very cool design. His evolution line's pretty lit as well. And yeah, that's why I got him there. Now, Gen 8. This is where it gets a little bit hairy for me. Because, first of all, I have to actually look on here just to make sure the names. Scorbunny, Sobble, and I always forget the monkey one. Monkey, Gen 8. And the funny thing is, I actually like this one a lot. So I'm just going to go off Grookey. Okay, so Grookey. I knew that. So I'm going to go based off designs here. Now, Scorbunny. Now, for where this takes place, I actually really like what they did with this, because it takes place in I believe it's France? Or maybe it's the UK. I think it's the UK. And obviously soccer is huge there. And Scorbunny is going to have something to do with soccer. I think it's going to. So and I'm not a big fan of soccer. And I kind of think the design reminded me a lot of like Bugs Bunny, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, it's kind of cool. It's got some red. I like the way they introduced it in the intro video on the Pokemon channel. But I think I'm going to put it in the B tier. That's not a bad place to be, the B tier. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with it. Like, it could improve. That's the thing. That's why B tier, I think, is where I'm going to keep it for now. I like the design. I really like what they did with it. But it's like, I can't say for certain. Okay, just making sure. Oh my god, 25 minutes of me talking? What? Why are you watching this? No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. But I do like what they did with his design. Next up, we got Grookey Gang. I know Grookey Gang. I know you're out there. So Grookey, I liked him beating the drum in the intro video as well on the Pokemon channel when they introduced this Mon. Again, I think he's also B tier for me. I'm not going to do that with all of them because I have a place for this one. But Grookey, again, he could improve. I like the design. I actually, you know what? I think I'm going to put him A tier for now. I'm a little worried about putting him there because it does have potential to get worse, but it also has potential to get better. I think the evolution line could be very good. We'll have to wait and see. But Grookey, I think is a very cool Mon, and definitely one that interested me right off the bat. It's not that I was like in love with it right away, but I was interested. I liked what I saw. And then Sobble. Now Sobble, I'm going to put here. He has potential to be up here. I can't quite put him there yet because I don't know what the hell his moveset is. I barely know what type he is. But I will say this. The moment I saw him, it was like a Charmander experience. I was like, dude, that is the Mon. That is the one I want. So, with that being said, that's like, you gotta go with your gut on that. You have to be like, okay, I'm gonna give that one the benefit of the doubt because 9 times out of 10, I feel like that works out. Or maybe 4 out of 5 times, considering how many gens I played, or 5 out of 6. But either way, I do really, really like that Pokemon, and I think it has potential to be very good. But yeah, I don't have any in the E tier, which kind of surprises me. I thought I might go with this one here, but again, I can't hate Tepig because I don't hate it. Like, I don't. It's almost irrelevant to me. I don't think of it that much. Same with Fennekin. These two, C tier, again, it's an average place to be with me. Like, if I got those two, I'd be happy about it. But I'd be more happy because of the evolutions at the end of the road, especially for Piplup, because Empoleon is freaking awesome. But I wouldn't be as excited because it's a Piplup. You know what I mean? So that's why it's where it is. Again, Piplup's pretty cool. I don't have a problem with it. It's just not a top one for me. B tier, again, not a bad place to be. B for not bad. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, but we got Chikorita, we got Mudkip, we got our Turtwig, and Scorbunny. Again, B tier, not a bad place to be. Again, a couple of these Mons are just here because they didn't grow on me right away. Chikorita's here because it did grow on me right away, but again, it's not as viable, so I can't use it as often as I would like to. And Scorbunny's here, and Scorbunny can improve. And then we got Bulbasaur, we've got oh, there's thunder out there. Whoa, we got Torchic. There we go. Trico, Snivy, Litten, Popplio, and Grookey. And those are my A tier. And A tier, you know, again, these are the very good Mons that if I encounter them ever, I'm like, dude, it's time. I love these Mons. But not as much as I love these up here. And then A+, we got Squirtle, we got Totodile, we got Torchic, and we got Sobble Squad. So, these Mons, I got 3 water types in here, I just noticed that. These Mons, always happy about, man. I mean, they're just, like, a couple of these nostalgic for me, these two especially. Chimchar, very cool. I always like Chimchar. And then we got Sobble here, and Sobble, we'll see. I mean, he could be that next Mon for me that I'm up here about. And then next up, we got Charmander. We got... Sorry. That thunder is insane. I hope you guys are not hearing that. Okay. So, we got Cyndaquil, Oshawott, and, oh my god, Rowlet, and also, I'm sorry, I got such a dang headache as well, and this thunder is hurting my head. I don't even think you guys can hear it, but it's like, you know, oh well. And I got Froakie here as well. So, these are my tiers. Let me know what you guys have as well. I think this was a really fun video to make. I enjoyed it. I think it's awesome. I love discussing this stuff with you guys. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are like, screw you, Chang, you suck. Anyway, I don't care. Although I do. Anyway, thank you guys for checking this out, but I'm out of here, so I'm out. Peace.